Let's go.
Hello, Internet. We are watching me drive the M103 around again. I've had it for maybe a handful of matches, but a dozen by now. This is kind of an old replay, but it was still a fun match. Got to poke around, do a bit of general assisting. Wasn't any kind of power carry game. It'd be nice, but anyway. Just rolling up to the north side of the map, because every time I go to the south side with this tank, I get poked in the front of the turret, right on the side of the cheeks. Just every time. Getting real tired of it, so I'm driving somewhere that I don't have to use the turret as its main defense form. I'm trying to use its rate of fire as its defense. Something like that. Terrain features such as. Anyway, just kind of sitting here waiting for that scout to move ahead instead of sitting in the open behind the bushes, which is great. He's, you know, not spotted from the guys there, but the KV-5 and low that will show up that ridge could have spotted him at any time. So, yeah, if you're sitting here for, I don't know, maybe an entire minute, he actually gets a move on, so we can get to the shooting part of the game. I don't actually end up doing anything here really because I'm not in the right spot, but I spot that KV-5 over there and I decide I'm gonna go shoot at him because I'm a jerk and I like to shoot tier 8s in my tier 9s. And I figure that T-30's sitting there, I don't need to be there. And he's using all the good cover anyway. Now I'm trying to poke my nose out here while keeping it on there. But I want to spot that KV-5, and I see there's low over there, but he's behind that rock, so I'm pretty well established here. But I need to get out there and actually be able to do damage instead of just sitting here like a useless bump on a log. So I get brave. And that's when I spot a Yag Tiger, and I'm like, oh noes, oh noes. And first shot I get lucky. Of course, I hit the right and left track, so he spins towards me, and you know, kind of panic mode. Oh god. then he turns and ignores me, so I get lucky with a tracking shot, and now I'm trying to get to cover because I'm sitting in the open with the Yag Tiger in front of me and a KV-5 and already just existing. So shoot out the Yag Tiger again, his track comes up, and I start to pull forward, and I'm like, wait a second. But it doesn't matter, because our 268 here, there he is, gets it. And now I can actually get fire on this key. Now, I'm really lucky that Artie has only just shot at me now, instead of 15 seconds ago. I was very much in the open, so luck right there.
Penetration.
2 penetrating hits on that KV-5 so far. He hasn't done a lick of damage to me. That T-69 boy back there is shooting at him, and his track is down, which lets me put another shot into him. 2,000 damage so far. The team's doing well. Despite what you see in the south there, it actually turns out well.
We've lost the
And I take
track.
my first hit from that low. I repair the tracks. I know that Artie is watching me. He lands a shell basically in the same spot he fired at before, thankfully. If this had been 8.6, I would be dead. He would have probably landed that shell in splash damage radius of me, and this thing's side armor is a little extremely thin, so there would have been no damage resistance there, and he would have probably toasted my fuel tank. Anyway, back in corner games with tier 8s, and you can see that the Object 268 is now going down there with the T-54 hanging around, and the T-69, I believe, is going back to help as well.
We didn't
I
even scratch
just completely dump the shot on it low. No dunking yet. That KV-5 gets dunked, however, by the Ag Tiger. And now it's time to charge onto the low, because why not? Despite the GW Tiger still being up, but he's got bigger problems heading down the cliff on the south side. And land a nice shot on the low, and I managed to sneak around the corner a bit, but
We're immobilized.
where did he even hit me? I really want to know where he hit me to do that.
Enemy is hit.
So we magically damaged my ammo rack, right?
Track fixed. Let's
So
roll.
that basically puts me out of the battle. So I'm sitting here waiting to reload, and I've already wasted my repair kit trying not to get shot by Artie. So now they're down to 2 tanks, because the rest of their tanks, well, that went mid, all died horribly because they're tier 10 TD. You see where he's sitting on the map with XVM. He's still sitting there. And GW Tiger, I almost get the shot, but the Ag Tiger with its better aim time roasts him. So now it's just drive to the tier 10 tank destroyer that is sitting AFK in between 2 buildings. Yeah. Just beat up this guy because just completely abandoned his team.
Enemy is hit.
That's the only shot I got on him. Nice 585 roll, I believe. Yeah. Apart from the team really working together, I kind of really didn't do that much. I just I held the center really with that Yag Tiger and that 268. Anyway, let's check out that pulse battle screen. So as you can see, it's a nice 2800 experience double from that match. Got my mastery badge out of that too. Top damage, but not quite top experience. That T-54 probably had some spotting damage or something over me, but yeah, nice spot on the team, that's for sure. Despite my excluded role, I guess you could say, in the battle. With, yeah, potential damage received of 1860. Righteous. Yeah, that was actually a halfway decent game in this thing. I've been getting very little luck in the M103 since I've gotten it. But I'm still thinking it's because I'm just learning how to drive it, but I'm going to continue to learn to drive it because it is quite fun. It's a nice, interesting balance of a tank. It's why I liked the T-32, really, although the T-32 had a turret that was extremely hard to do damage to. M103 doesn't quite have that advantage for some reason, but with the upgraded turret, I think that'll probably change. Anyway, bye, Internet.